In 2008, a group of 10 construction workers from Kerala planned a short trip to Tamil Nadu. Among them were Subhash, David, Sujit, Abhilash, Siju, John, Anil, Joseph, Krishnakumar, and Sumesh. They weren't tourists, just young men looking for adventure on their day off. Their destination, the infamous Guna Caves, also known as Devil's Kitchen. Oftening them locals called it Kodaikanal, but that charming name masked a darker truth. The caves had a terrifying reputation. Over the years, several people had mysteriously vanished within their depths. Rumors of ghostly voices, sudden fog, and unseen drops were common. The forest department had fenced off dangerous zones, declaring them prohibited areas. Still, the thrill-seeking group chose to enter. They laughed, took photos, and explored the eerie, mist-filled terrain. Suddenly, while trying to cross a narrow ravine, Subhash slipped. His scream echoed, and then silence. He had fallen deep into a dark vertical crack. Shocked, his friends called his name, but there was no reply. Panic spread like wildfire. While some of the friends stayed behind, others ran for help. They reached the nearest police station and pleaded with the officers. But the police were hesitant. This had happened before. People had fallen into those same caves and never returned. No one knew how deep they truly were. With minimal rescue equipment and little enthusiasm, the police arrived on site, treating it like just another routine accident. Then, a voice. Subhash was alive. Relief swept through the group. But as night approached, the inside of the cave turned pitch black. Despite Subhash's cries, no one from the rescue team was willing to enter. Legends and fear held them back. Even forest officials and fire rescue teams called in for backup hesitated. The depth was unknown, and the fear of never returning was real. That's when David, Subhash's childhood friend, stepped forward. He insisted, "I will not leave this place without him." Tying a rope around his waist, David prepared to descend into the abyss. Officials objected. David wasn't trained. But as time passed and no one else stepped forward, they had no choice. With a 50-foot rope tied to his waist, David lowered himself into the dark heart of the cave. The walls were slippery, the air cold, and the silence oppressive. He found nothing, no Subhash. From below, David shouted for more rope. The team reluctantly tied another rope to extend the length. David continued, now nearly 80 feet below ground. And there, barely visible in the dim light, was Subhash, clinging to a ledge, injured but breathing. David rushed to him, secured a harness, and shouted upward. The team pulled the two friends up, inch by inch. The rescue made headlines. People called it a miracle. David's bravery didn't go unnoticed. 2 years later, he was honored with the Jeevan Raksha Padak, one of India's highest civilian awards for saving a life.
But not all stories from Devil's Kitchen end like this. In 2012, a boy named Kartik met the same fate and wasn't as lucky. In 2016, explorers discovered hidden chambers deep in the cave, filled with ancient carvings, fueling more myths. And even in 2017, students lost their lives mysteriously inside, never to return. Today, the government has placed grills and barricades around the most dangerous sections, but curiosity still lures some beyond the fence, into a place where time seems to stop, and not everyone comes back. So, if you ever visit the Guna Caves, remember, some places keep their secrets buried for a reason.